What's up, guys? D-Max Brax here again. Today is going to be kind of a video getting back into it. I'm going to show you the problem that I'm having. It's kind of common from what I can read, but sorry, I've been kind of out of the loop lately. I've been in Chattanooga, been enjoying vacation and whatnot, so time to get back into it. Getting videos back uploaded, getting them edited, you know, and filmed. But so here we go. Alright, so here's the problem I've been having. My truck is an LT3, which means it's a loaded truck. Got everything it has, everything that Chevy offered it this year. If I'm not mistaken, it's not missing anything. So the big thing, I have seat heaters. Now the problem that I've been having lately is my seat heaters don't work. I can turn the back on and it works fine, as you can see by the little lights. Passenger side is just fine, but if I turn the both of them on, if you sit there for just a second and watch it, either that or it's going to make me a liar. Well, of course, I'm filming, so it's not going to do it. What it's been doing is when I turn on the butt warmer, the lower pads heater, it'll kick off. Basically, it's a common problem with these trucks this year range, 03 to 07 classics. And just that the seat heater element gets old, it wears, it burns out. So I'm kind of going to go through with you how to change that today. It's pretty simple as far as I can tell, but there's not a lot of details online as to how to do it, so I'm going to try to give you that and walk you through the process. Alright, so to take the seat out, you have to do it in two stages. You got to move it forward to get to the back, and then you got to move it back to get to the front. Alright, so the first thing you got to do is get a T15 and take these 5 screws out. Mine only has 4. Once you take these 5 out, this panel should just pop right off. Don't remember if there's a plug behind it. I think there's a plug behind it. And then you undo, there's a clip back here that you undo. It's really simple. I'll go ahead and get it. So this clip right here, just pop that off, and then you can pop the rest of this off once you get that panel out of it. Like I said, once you got that panel out of the way, I popped this one out just to make it easier to see. You're going to have to run your seat all the way forward or all the way back. I'm going to start all the way back. And I'm also going to make sure it's all the way up, just to make it easier on myself. And what we're doing is we're taking out these bolts right here. There's 2 in the front. Now, as I recall, these are a special bit, and that's where this set comes in handy. So this is an E set. Just the inverse torques, the star bits. E20, that's it. E20 right there. I don't know if you can read it. So that's probably not a very common problem. Make sure you get your pistachios out before you try to take this off. Alright, so it was definitely very tight. Got it off though. So that takes care of the front 2. Pretty simple, nothing too crazy there. Definitely get your pistachio shells out of the way first though, because that definitely made it more difficult. So you run the seat all the way forward, and that allows you to get to these 2 in the back. Back is an E16, front's an E20. So let's try to get these things out real quick and see how difficult they're going to be. Aha! E14, I lied. E14, not an E16. Ow. Now on this side you also have this little clip right here. Not much to it. Just get you a little flathead screwdriver and just pry it up on each end, and it'll come off of there. Just kind of another little safety. Now this right here is the plug for your seat. Don't take it off until you get the seat where you need it. In this instance, I think I'm gonna move the back all the way forward, and move it kind of back a little bit because it's a little more aggravating to get around those rails. And I'm going to move it all the way down. Now I'm going to just unplug it right here. Oops, comes off there too. Unplug it, and now you won't have any seat controls. So that's the one control for the entire seat, if I recall. Don't remember if there's another one. So we're gonna pull the seat out of here now and see what happens. Okay, so the seats are really heavy. Forgot just how heavy. This is definitely a good opportunity to clean because it's oh look, money. It's definitely filthy in here. So I'm gonna vacuum that all out before I go. I mean, before I put it back, but this is what we got. This is it. Pretty simplistic. There ain't too much to it. Now I just have to figure out how to tear into the seat and get the pad out. There's two big plugs right here. You take these two nuts off right here, and then you can undo these two plugs. You can pull that right there, and then this bottom pad should, I recall, come out here. Like this. Now, if you look right here, you can see a couple more connectors that you can't get to except under here. I think these are actually for the seat heater. So take and pry that up, pop that off, take and pop this one off, and one more right here. It's a lot easier if you just get a screwdriver and do it. Just be careful not to break these connectors, as I always seem to. There it went. Alright, take those off, and this one just slides out, threads out through here. Sorry, you couldn't see that. This connector's threaded through there, it just slides out there, and then you've got the bottom pad, and that's what we really need right now. Alright, little update for you guys. I did end up taking this out. Like I said, it's 4 or 5, I'm really not sure how many, T15 bolts. It's pretty snug in there, and then there's these two connectors that come off. They're pretty easy. You have to unroll the seat material off of here. That's the only downside to doing this. It's pretty easy. You just kind of pull it and work it. Anytime you're doing any kind of work like this on a seat like this, be very careful. It's very sharp stamped steel. It will cut you in like no time at all, so just watch that, watch the sharp edges. Here's the seat heater pad. Here's the seat heater pad. As you can see, it's pretty well like molded itself onto the seat pad, so this ought to be interesting. Either that or it's taped. Not sure which. So I'm gonna work on getting that off, and we'll kind of go from there. All right. So excuse the weed eating going on behind me, but I finally got to it, and as you can see, those are burn marks. This has been our problem child, and even burned into the fabric there. I ended up taking the. Someone has stuffed this. Anyway, that's not important. Ended up taking the entire bottom section of this off. You just get a screwdriver under there. You can pry it off a little bit at a time. Just work it off. So let's go over the replacement parts that I actually have right here. I bought both of them because at the time I didn't know which one was bad. And I'm really not sure which is which. Okay, I think this is the top one. I'm pretty sure this is the bottom one because it's only got one plug. And it's the two-piece. So this is the top one right here. This came from the seat shop on Amazon. This was like 65 bucks, I think. It's not too bad. I mean, that's all a seat heater element is. It's not bad. So gonna get the old one out and put this in, and hopefully that fixes the problem. And I can return the other one, at least until I need it. So like I said, it's kind of it's just glued on the edges. So I'm gonna just kind of work it off, try not to tear up my seat too bad, and yeah, I'll get the new one on. Damn. Yeah, it took a chunk of my seat with it. Alright, so that's that. As you can see, that one was pretty burned up. A couple areas. Even into the seat foam itself, it burned up pretty good. All right, so the new one's got these adhesive strips on here. I'm gonna try to put it back in the same place to see how well that goes. I think I'm gonna start, I guess I'll start at the front. Just peel it off and put it where it was. Except I peeled off the entire adhesive off of that. Alright, that's all there is to it. Not a whole lot. Just sticking it back on. It's kind of a loose fit, but you know, it's just the stickies there just to keep it from moving around while you're sitting on it and whatnot. Yeah, now the only thing left to do, put the cover back on, which is going to be the hardest part of this, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, put the seat back together. That is why I will never be caught dead doing seat work, interior work, whatever for a living, because I just ain't cut out for it. Alright, like I said, stretching that back on is the worst part. Working with this stuff is stiff. Even as old as this is, it's still a pain in the butt. Wish I had the money to go ahead and recover it, but to do it right would be a couple $100, and I just don't have that at the moment. So, like I said, I will never be caught dead doing this for a living. Putting the seat back together, kind of the same thing in reverse. Putting all the clips back in and hooking all the connectors back up, and yeah, basically putting the seat back in. Alright, time to put the seat back in. Now it's time to see if we did any good. Here we go. That's a good sign. Now for the real test. Ooh, it's nice and warm. Okay, my butt's getting a little warm. I'm gonna go on a quick test drive, make sure that it stays on, and I'll check with you guys in just a second. Alright, here's the update after a very short test drive to get the mail. My ass is hot. They're working. My ass is really hot. It's only 66 degrees outside, so don't really need a seat heater today. That's why it's a good day to replace it. But wow, my butt's on fire and it's still going. So yeah, that obviously worked. Obviously you saw the pad, it was bad. I mean, it was burning itself up. That's the problem with these trucks apparently. Usually it's the back, but mine happened to be the butt. They're both, I think, the same price. I'm gonna send the other one back. If I ever have another issue, then, you know. So I'll leave a link below to the part that I used. Like I said, it's the seat shop. I found them on Amazon. Nothing to it. So if you like this video, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out. Just trying to build this channel, you know, and try to inform you guys and you know, give you guys advice where I can, where I can't find it. I haven't found another video or even a description on how to do this in a truck like this. So I know for me, seeing it would make it a lot easier. So that's what I'm trying to do with this. And hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it helped somebody out. And check me out on Instagram, and then you know, like I said, please like and subscribe. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. We got some good stuff coming for this truck, I hope. Gonna have a fuel filter for it, upgraded fuel filter for it, and hopefully some more stuff coming soon. So till then, guys, we'll catch you on the next round.